Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzWeaver channel. And in our top stories today from the New York Post, Georgia DA Fani Willis says accusations of affair with Trump prosecutor are racially motivated. Now, you guys know here on the BuzWeaver channel, we take the difficult, we take the complicated, we take the tumult, we take the confusion, and we break it down into very simple language. And as we can see here, instead of Fani Willis focusing on the evidence of this situation, focusing on the circumstances of the situation that has put her in this position where she is in the wrong, because according to Democrats, an accusation is guilt. Well, we know realistically and in reality it's not. But according to Democrats, of course, it's, as we've always said, it's not about the rule of law. It's not about justice. It's about the nature and the or the seriousness of the charge. So here, instead of her focusing on the evidence or the fact that she's responsible for what she's done, she's trying to say that it's racially motivated. Not based on the evidence, not based upon the situation that put her in this predicament, but the fact that it was just simply racially motivated. So see, if it's racially motivated, that's what caused her to have this affair? That's what caused her to misuse the taxpayer money? A Georgia district attorney accused of hiring her lover to prosecute former President Trump broke her silence on the controversy, saying she and the prosecutor were targeted because they are black. Not because they were involved in the affair, not because they misused taxpayer money, not because they've been accused of something, but because they're black, right? It's extraordinary, is it not? Because when it comes to the Democrats, when it comes to the left, when it comes to Fani Willis or anyone else within that establishment orb, they're given the benefit of the doubt. They're giving the ability for due process. They're given all of these benefits. They're giving these opportunities here to come out and say things. But when it comes to Donald Trump, the presumption is he's always guilty. They only attacked one Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis Sunday at Big Bethel AME Church here in Atlanta. First thing they say, oh, she's going to play the race card now. But no, God isn't them that's playing the race card when they only question one. Well, I think most people are looking at what you actually did. You know, the evidence that's been put forth, the accusation that's been put forth. That's what happened, was your decision-making is what got you here. The comments were Willis's first time addressing the allegations publicly, but she neither confirmed nor denied the claims lobbied at her and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade, who helped secure an indictment against the former Republican president in the election interference case. She calls Wade a great friend and a great lawyer, along with a superstar, but failed to mention him by name once during her more than 30-minute speech, according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Now, that's not unusual. And here's the other thing that's not unusual, is that when this first broke, I remember reading this from one of these news agencies. The allegations were made in court filing by for Michael Roman, and then after Michael Roman, they had in parentheses without evidence. Of course, as you always know, as we talk about these, we talk about how when it is someone on the left, when it comes to Biden or Hunter or anyone in the establishment, they always include those little taglines of without evidence. Trump said without evidence. And then here, Michael Roman, without evidence. They said it in one of these articles. Now, I tried to go through here and find it again, but as you can see, all of these have been edited. This was edited on June 9th, and this one was updated on January the 10th. So these were all changed. These were all probably edited to remove that without evidence in it. It's snarkiness. I should have maybe captured the image, but I figured, okay, well, with them continuing to focus everything on Trump, I'm curious how much more attention they're going to put on Fani Willis. Well, now they've cranked up the gears, and I think they've gone out and they have removed without evidence from these. Now, I have no way to substantiate it. Now, I could go in the Wayback Machine and check all these in Wayback Machine, but I don't think it's necessary because it should be obvious what's going on here. I mean, what has happened, right? The pair was accused by Trump's co-defendant, Michael Roman, without evidence, of having a clandestine and improper affair when appointments were made for the 2020 election interference case. And, of course, we're also learning Letitia James met with Joe Biden and with Vice President Kamala Harris. So it's all starting to unravel, and it's possible because they realize that Trump is succeeding as he's doing right now. And then, of course, we have the whole fiasco there with the civil case there in New York. And then, of course, the whole issue with the states that are suggesting that that they're removing him from the ballot when they haven't. That's been a whole other 3-day discussion I've had with someone here on Twitter back and forth about that whole absurdity because, as I've said, it's not about rule of law, nor is it about justice. It's about painting a picture of Donald Trump as being a one-dimensional villain. It's absolutely absurd. But I'd like to get your thoughts down there in the comments section. Is this going to unravel the case against Donald Trump? Is it going to create more controversy about this political persecution? Because she's suggesting that in her situation it's racially motivated. But when it comes to Donald Trump, the presumption is that he's guilty. But the accusations and the information that's out there, obviously it's clear what she was engaged in. So it's interesting, is it not, how the media covers this and how they've made edits to some of their original articles, because I can remember seeing without evidence, and you guys know how many times we've covered these articles, and I've always talked about that without evidence. Donald Trump without evidence, Trump's attorneys without evidence, the Republicans, the GOP without evidence. Very common theme here on the BuzWeaver channel because we see it, we read it, and I point it out to you guys all the time. And now it looks like it's been completely removed from some of these articles. And I can't, I don't know whether it was CBS or whether it was from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, but I can tell you, when they did the filings for attorney Michael Roman, they had in parentheses, without evidence. So very interesting how this is all proceeding. But I do want to thank all of you guys across New Tech as well as here on YouTube for your guys' continued support. That will be the channel icon appearing there on the screen to subscribe, as well as selecting notifications if you want to know when there's content here on the channel. And I'll see all you guys in the next video.